America just tried to blackmail India, and you need to know how it's backfired. In fact, they actually tried to stop India from buying Russian oil and instead buy it from them, and well, it's all gone wrong. And something important, the US has been quite embarrassed, and that's because Trump said that India had promised him that they will be stopping buying the Russian oil. But India released an official statement saying that they hadn't even spoken to President Trump, and that Trump is lying. Now, the important part, it's worth knowing, India is actually the largest buyer of Russian oil. In fact, India makes hundreds of billions of dollars a year by reselling that same Russian oil and selling it to the West. The reason the West doesn't just buy the Russian oil directly is that they don't want to look like they're supporting Russia in their war against Ukraine. And so instead, the West buys the same Russian oil that they supposedly don't buy, just they buy it from India. But India sells it for a profit, meaning the West is paying more for the same Russian oil. That's a whole video in itself. It's stupid. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But the main point, the US just threatened to place sanctions onto India if they don't stop buying Russian oil, and instead they start buying American oil. And at the same time, the US has been quite embarrassed because they've said they've spoken to India, and India, well, made a fool of them and said they've not spoken to them at all. But as usual, you can leave me a follow for some more global news like this.